Also written 3 books that went to #1. This guy had all kinds of problems, but he got it right. He stayed focused. He wanted to be a doctor. His brother wanted to be an engineer. They visioned what they wanted to be, they focused in on it, and then they sacrificed. I remember when I was a kid, my father, I always told my father I wanted to be this radio disc jockey. And I want to tell you that story very quickly. My father used to laugh at me sometimes because he's a good man. But he'd laugh sometimes because he says, you know, son, you're going to be this radio personality. You're going to be this boxing champion. He says, you know what the problem is? I said, what's that, Dad? He says, you're like a lot of other people. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. You don't remember that? What do you mean by that? Yeah. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. What did he mean by that? What do you think, my man?
He meant that no one wants to put in the sacrifices that it takes.
There you go. That's right. They have to sacrifice. That's all that keeps people away from their dreams a lot of the times. Sacrifice, self-discipline, setting goals, staying on them, not giving up on yourself because you're running into some turbulence. Man, a plane that flies from Los Angeles to New York or from LA to London runs a little turbulence along the way. He doesn't give up on the journey. They get under it, over it, around it, whatever you got to do it. A dream has to be realistic. If you believe you can do it, then you can. If you believe. Now, I have a learning disability growing up. And because of that learning disability, I failed grade 3 and grade 4. I wrote a big article on my Facebook last night about young people I've met today that have graduated from high school and they still can't put a proper paragraph together. And I feel bad for them because they should have been held back. But we don't want to hurt their feelings. But you know what? Their feelings are going to hurt later on in life. When they really get in the real world where you don't have an education or you don't have the right skills. In the corporate world, I can tell you what it's like. I'm out there straight up. I'm not your mom. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your teacher. I've been in the corporate world. And I'll tell you what, if you don't have something to offer, if you don't have the weapons, they will chew you up and spit you out. What are the weapons? Right here. Skills, education. Education is the great liberator. Education puts us all on equal ground here. See, if I take a wild animal, a savage beast, a bear, let's say a grizzly bear, a lion, a tiger, a leopard from the wild, take its teeth out, take its claws out, put it back into the wild, how long do you think it'll last? Not very long, right?
Not long at all.
Yeah, you agree with that? There you go, Mrs. Serious. You agree? You see, you know why? It doesn't have the weapons anymore to contend with the wild. When you go to the corporate world, your weapon is your career. Your weapon is your skills. Your weapon is your knowledge. Knowledge, man. Knowledge. Education. And being able to self-discipline, being strong. Believe in yourself. The way this man did. First man in history wasn't supposed to get out of grade 5. Anything else on there? I don't know. Here's what they all had. They all had a vision. Everybody in this room has a vision because you're here. You know what you want. That may even change one day. You may want to change for something else. That doesn't matter as long as you can stay on it. They all had self-confidence. Let me ask you, what's the best way to build self-confidence? Can somebody answer that for me here? Come on, give me a hand up here, somebody. Go ahead, my man.
Life experience?
Life experience gives you, life experience gives you wisdom. A lot of young people tend today to think when you get past 40, it's time to put you in a rocking chair. But you know what? I have so much, and so many older people have wisdom to share with you. How do you build self-confidence another way?
Set realistic goals.
And
actually achieve them.
There you go. Achieve them. Many people set goals and back off them. They don't like themselves. And underneath you don't because you're not treating yourself right. When you're not treating, if somebody treated you wrong, you wouldn't like them. Would you? You treat yourself wrong, you don't like yourself. Man, that's the trouble thing. I used to hate myself so bad as a kid. I beat my face out until it was swelled up. I got it all in my book, Out of the Darkness. I used to beat my face until I was swollen up. I hated myself for many years. I loathed myself because I was a thief and I was a hustler and I would never finish anything. And then I blame everybody else. I blame the cop who arrested me. I blamed the Crown Attorney who convicted me. I blamed the judge who sentenced me, and I blamed the screws in jail for keeping me locked up. I blamed everybody but myself. Forget what happened yesterday or last year. Look to the future. Look to the future. Do the best you can. And if you need help, ask somebody. Ask somebody. These are mentors here. They're not teachers because of the money. They're teachers because they have a mentorship. When I went back to school at 32 years old, I learned a lot of things. I learned that when I needed help, now I would go ask for it. See, pride is a foolish master. I let that pride go when I started asking. I'd chase them down the hall. I would pick their brains because I knew what I wanted and I needed help. If you need help, ask for it. These people all had a game plan, and last but not least, they were dedicated. How many here think they're dedicated, really think they're dedicated? I know you're dedicated. You're just trying to get that hand up. I watched you. Huh? You got to be... Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't.